Right. We'll start the project discussion. Let me start the project flow. How many of you are putting 3+ in this class? How many of you are putting 3+? Right, 2+. Freshers. What about remaining people? Don't apply. How many of you are there? Freshers. How many of you are freshers? Right. So let me start the discussion. First, it's a medical equipment manufacturing company. This company is manufacturing medical equipments and they are selling the equipment. They sell the equipment. They will also give the equipment on lease basis. They will also give this equipment on the cost of the company. Like, okay, like the diagnostic equipments are the medical diagnostics equipment. Okay, let's say cancer treatment machines, or some surgery equipments, or the diagnosis equipments. This type of equipment they manufacture, they will sell it to the companies, hospitals, or diagnostic centers. Sometimes they will give it on rental basis. Sometimes they will provide it. Sometimes they provide it on cost of the company. Now let's say we have some Yashoda hospital. There is a potentiality of the business. So what this company will do? It will provide the equipment at free of cost, but they expect, okay, 10 lakhs or 50 lakhs of raw material order from them. Now, let us say it's a cancer equipment. Now I'm given to some cancer specialty hospital. I have given the equipment there, but for using this equipment, they say some raw materials, lubricants required. So that order I'll be taking it. That order will be more than this one. So as long as you're giving me that, I'll keep my equipment with you. Once you're not meeting my not meeting my targets, I'll remove the equipment from you. So hospitals are also not interested to spend huge amount of money and bring all the equipments, because the time to time the things will change. So at the end of the game, what these people are doing? These people are manufacturing the healthcare equipments, and they are selling these equipments to the people. Right. This is the basic business of these people. Right, boss? Now, in this case, how this, what is the process here? Is it a sales cloud or service cloud? So, which cloud are you working on? Basically, it's a sales cloud. We have service operations also, sales cloud, service cloud. But you can say it's a sales cloud application. We are working on a sales cloud. Right. Now, when you are working on a sales cloud, what type of methodology you are following? So we are following Agile Scrum methodology. It is a sales cloud application. What is the methodology internally we are following? Agile Scrum methodology. Now, is it a new implementation or support and extensions? You can say support and extensions. It is a support and extension project. It is support and extensions. It is a support and extension project. So, what is the team size? 6. Team size 6. Who will assign the task? Your TPO or lead. Any one of them will be assigning the work. Now, are you using any tool? How the tasks are assigned to you? Now, generally we have some, we can say the company has some internal tools in which it will be uploaded. You log into the tool and you see what are the tasks that are assigned to you. Okay, you log in and see what are the tasks that are assigned to you. Okay, so this is a basic understanding before we start the. It's a sales cloud project. We are following Agile Scrum, and it's a support and extension project. The team size of 6, and your TPO or lead will be assigning the task. Okay, you will be assigning the task by using the internal tool. They have, you can say, you have like a, you can say you have some Jira or you have some ServiceNow. This type of tools are used internally to assign the task. A task tray, ServiceNow. Next, we have was this RemedyForce, ServiceNow, TaskTray, Jira. These type of tools are internally used, to assign the task. So there's a project management tool where they capture the user stories and upload the task to the corresponding teams, corresponding users. Okay. So this is how we are going to specify. Then how the flow, basic flow happens. I will not give the name of the project. You can search it in Google, any one of the healthcare manufacturing company, put it in. If I give the name, all resumes will have the same name. So I don't want to mention the name. I'll just only give the flow and implementation. Okay. You search for any one of the healthcare equipment companies. You say, orthopedic or cancer or some, equipment manufacturing company. Search for the company name, put it as a client. Okay. Now, look at the format. First I'll give high-end diagram. The high-end diagram is, we are going to get the leads from different sources. From different sources, we are going to get the lead. From different sources, we are going to get. So what was the different source? Web2. Web2 lead. Market Explorer. From different sources, the leads will be coming to you. Once you get the leads, they're assigned to the teams. Based on the leads, they're assigned to the teams. Now, from the teams, they're assigned to the corresponding business developing executive. Now, once they're assigned to this, he is going to schedule a call. Schedule a call with these people. Once you schedule a call, book an appointment. Schedule a call, fix an appointment. Once you fix an appointment, schedule a call, fix an appointment. Once you fix an appointment, you're going to interview the customer. You talk to him, understand their needs, fix an appointment, go and talk to them, meet them, understand their needs, what is their business flow, what we can do, understand their needs. Then once it's done, then convert them into customers. Convert them into customer. When you convert them into customer, then generate an opportunity. Generate an opportunity. Once you generate an opportunity, sometimes it is a cost of the company. Sometimes it is going to be a cost of the customer. Now, my company want to keep an equipment in your hospital. That is the cost of the company. Now, let's take an example. If you go to any shopping malls, they keep the massage chairs and this type of equipment they keep it. Okay, each chair costs you around 3 lakhs or 4 lakhs. But they give you 10 rupees foot massage, half or 50 rupees foot massage, they give it. Now, what is their intention? Is the cost of the company. They are keeping there only for the purpose of exposing the product. They're keeping there only for the purpose of exposing the product. Now, the cost of the chair will cost you 3 lakhs or 2 lakhs, 2 lakhs cost will be there. But they give you for 50 rupees half an hour, they give you. So, what business they get it? They take a space. When they take a space, they have to pay the rent. Okay, and they're spending almost 5 to 6 days. If they're spending, they're almost investing 10 to 20 lakhs on the chairs itself and the space monthly rental. So what was that? This is to expose the product. It is to expose the product and let the people to feel the worth of the product. Then it will generate a sale for you. So that's the cost of the company. Now the cost of one. Now I am speaking to some specialty hospital where they have more number of patients for a specific vertical. Then I may keep my equipment free of cost to them and gain other type of business from the company. So it is what cost of the company. Or some diagnostic center want to purchase it. Some hospital want to take it on a rental basis. So opportunity may be a rental basis. Opportunity may be a purchase. Opportunity may be a spare part. Opportunity may be a service. Opportunity may be a service. I already given equipment I have given you, but monthly maintenance I am charging for you, or any spare part replacement I am charging you. This all are what? Associated business. If I want to replace any particular part, it is again a revenue to the company. Right? So what type of opportunities? Once the opportunities are generated, then quotation. The exercise. Quotation. Then you have order. So this is how generally. So from different sources we are getting the leads, and based on the cities, they're assigned to the corresponding team. Opportunity came from Hyderabad, assigned to the Hyderabad team. Opportunity came from Bangalore, assigned to the Bangalore team. Depends upon the rules, depends upon the business rules, leads are assigned to the corresponding teams. Now, when they are assigned to the teams, the corresponding manager will assign the records of the teams to the corresponding team members. Now, the team member is going to schedule a call with the concerned person, fix an appointment, we meet him, understand the business, explain their products, understand their requirement, and come up with a proposal. Okay, it may be a sale or lease, or it may be cost of the company. Then generate the opportunity, then go for a competition, then order. Then payment. Payment is done at the third party level, but that is updated to Salesforce. Right? Then renewals. You're taking the agreement level. 1 year agreement you're taken. Then renewal. For renewal, there is a money. Lease you're taken. Renewal of the lease, there is a money. So opportunity, new opportunity, or new opportunity from the existing, child opportunity of existing. So this is the basic flow. Once it is done, then people go for service request. Service request. Based on the service request, based on the category, they are assigned to the corresponding teams. Now, the team will be assigned to the user, then the team member, if it is a technical issue, diagnose the issue. Technical team, they'll diagnose the issue, then the flow will be there. So basic understanding of the project. So basically, you are exploring the market, you're getting the leads from different sources, and based on the city, you are assigned to the corresponding teams. Once they are assigned to the teams, then they are assigned to the corresponding members. They'll schedule a call, fix an appointment, interview with the customer, understand the customer needs, convert them into customer. So lead is converted into customer, generate the opportunities, give the quotation, generate the order, then once it is sold, service request, assign to the team, diagnose the issue, then provide a solution. Now, from the service request again, it will generate an opportunity. Now, service request they are done, they diagnose the issue, then they told this part need to be replaced. Now, if you want to replace the part, you need to place an order. So because of your service request, when you diagnose, now replacement of order. Now, some is under warranty. We are doing it at the cost of the company. Some parties under warranty, we are replacing it. It's the cost of the company. So from the service request, it depends upon the type of the issue. Again, the opportunity generation may happen. Right? This is the basic flow what they are following. I hope you got the idea. Right? What was this company? This company is manufacturing, medical equipment, diagnosis equipment, medical diagnosis equipment, healthcare diagnosis equipment, and they are selling this machinery and equipment to the hospitals and diagnosis centers. Okay, and they are selling these equipments to hospitals and diagnosis centers. This is the core purpose of this. Okay, and they are also selling this one to some R&D departments and some medical colleges. They are selling this equipment to medical colleges, R&D departments, and other issues. I hope you are good with this. Okay. Now, first of all, how are you going to get the information? Now, who are the people who are going to purchase this equipment? I'll just open any one of the public site so that you also understand the category of products and other information. Right. Some products, they're manufacturing these products. So who are the people who are going to purchase this? Now, So what are the services they are giving? Treatment delivery service, software support, education training, installation, implementation, interoperability. So even if I sell a product to you, now I need to provide a technical guys who can operate this equipment. Right. So basically the services what this company is providing. Okay, treatment and delivery services, software support, education training. Right? When you purchase a product, I also need to give some training for the your resources or for R&D wings, medical colleges. Installation was basically I want to just give. Basically, first if you understand what was this, then we can know how we can connect with this. Now, what was this? This is a service and support program designed for clinics. Now, what was the basic format here? Now, I am a diagnostic center. I am purchasing, but I need to train the people how to use it, how to provide a treatment, how to make use of this equipment and provide a treatments. Now, this training and other things are also provided by our department, okay, the consent department. So basically, what you are supposed to understand from here, so you are providing treatment techniques, services, okay, then you are going to provide selling of the products, installations, solutions, and service and education. So basically, you are going to take all these. All these are called verticals of your business. All these are called verticals of your business. So product, family, products. Under service and education, product, family. And this is what you are providing. And the treatment techniques. Now these are all what? Different products what you sell. Product, family, products. All these are called verticals. Now you are selling products. This is one vertical. Providing the solutions. Providing the training and education is one vertical. So training and education will be dealt by one person. Products are handled by other people. Then treatment techniques are handled by another people. Right now, everything is not provided by everyone. So software support is provided by one vertical. So issue is what? Issue belongs to what vertical? Now is it a selling of a product? Okay, providing installation or providing a software support or providing a training. Now all these are different verticals. The same team cannot handle it. Different verticals are there, different business, different prices will be there. Now, there is a company which is manufacturing the equipment and delivering, selling this equipment, providing the training for this equipment, and also conducting some training programs to support the diagnostic centers for the people to train how to make use of this equipment for treatments. So these are the different business what they are trying to give. Okay. So first of all, so who are the people who are going to come to you? The people who are going to come to you. Understand the people who are going to come to you. Now, who are the people who are going to come to you? Basically, hospitals, diagnostic centers are the guys. Okay, hospitals, diagnostic centers. Then who else will come to me? R&D department, government undertaking, right? NGOs, government undertaking, NGOs, and individual people who want to get the training. Now I'm a technician, I want to get trained. I want to get trained how to use it. Now it doesn't belong to any company, but individually I'm interested on knowing how this therapy can be done. I want to hold a degree on it, so I can also go for it. So basically, it is more designed for whom? Hospitals, diagnostic centers, NGOs, government undertaking organizations, R&D departments. So the business basically revolves around these people. Okay. First, we are trying to take the leads from the market. So how the leads are coming here? How the leads? Now some people may be interested to purchase the products. They may make an inquiry to you, or my agent has has made a market explore, identified all the potential customers, they got the data, I created, I'm making a call one by one, cold calling, trying to get a appointments. Second, you are interested, you made an inquiry, okay, or else I purchased it. Now I have given agencies for the couple of people. Now they are my agencies. They are, now I cannot employ a number of employees to go and sell products. So I'm giving agencies for city-wise. Those people are exploring the market, getting the leads. Those people are exploring the market, they are getting the leads. They are getting the leads. Once they get the leads, I'll give a demonstration. Demos, I'll connect the demos from my technical team. But getting the leads and everything, I'm leaving to my franchises. People whom I'm giving agency, those people are marketing and getting the clients. I'll give a commission for them. Right. So, who are the leads? Leads are the customers who are showing interest on. Leads are the customers who are showing interest on the products. Leads are the customers who are showing interest on your products. Okay. Now, how are you getting the leads? We are getting the leads from where? Market. Business developing executive explore the market. Maybe it's relations, maybe it's references, maybe existing customer, some more. Second, web to lead. Now I open this site now. The site there is a contact form. I'm searching in the Google. I verified the contact form is a clicked on it. This is an inquiry form. I submitted my data. Now this data is going to lead. Okay. I'm looking for some of the companies who are providing the equipment. I'm making my global search. When I'm searching here, then I found a few companies. Then after going through it, their website, I made an inquiry that I'm looking for information. Right. Now he's looking. That doesn't mean that I'm going to purchase. Now, first I want you to understand what your product is. Now this is what? Web to lead. So when you make an inquiry, it is directly coming and going to the lead object in the Salesforce. Third one. Agent purchase. So, what we are getting here? We are getting the leads from different sources like Market Explorer, Web to lead, agent purchased, okay. Or we can also go with referral. We can also go for referral. Okay. So from different sources, we are getting the leads. Once the leads are coming, so what I'm going to do, the moment we get the leads, based on the city, they're assigned to the corresponding manager. For every city, there is a manager. Now they're assigned to the corresponding manager. Once they're assigned to the corresponding manager, the manager will assign the leads to corresponding team member. Now the team member will fix an appointment. In case, if it is the agency which brought it, he will directly go down, fix an appointment. Now he will raise a case. He is the agency who got the inquiry. Now that agency will raise a schedule an appointment. Boss, so the customer is there. You want, okay, he will speak to the customer. He will fix the appointment and he will ask you to take a support from you. Because the demonstration should be given to the corresponding company people. Now I am the agency, I am selling it, but the appointment I am taking from the technical team, one technical guy I am taking, my guy will be there. Both of you will demonstrate the product to the customer. I want you to demonstrate. But fixing the customer, understanding your business requirement, that will be done by my agent only. Okay, but when I want to go for a demonstration, I will take a help of your company people. Now, who brought this lead? Now, somebody made an inquiry to the company or agency has brought the lead. If the agency has brought the lead, because I cannot go and give a demonstration to everyone. I cannot go and take an appointment from everyone. So what will be there? My agencies will be there, who will take the help of, who will go and meet them, who will take the responsibility of going there and meeting them and fixing the appointment, scheduling the demo. The moment the demo is scheduled, I'll come into the picture. Till then, it is done by the people. So here, how many types of people are there? 2 types of people are there. Who are they? One is distributor, other one is my company employee. So distributors are there and my company employees are there. So here the distributors are nothing but my partners. Here the distributors are going to be my partners. So if you are a partner, you can generate a lead. You can generate an opportunity. You can generate a lead. You can generate an opportunity. You can go for a campaign. Are you getting my point? So leads are generated by whom? Distributor. The distributor can also log in and he can create the lead. Okay. So Market Explorer, Web to Lead, Manager Purchase, Referral, Distributor. At the end of the game, when it is assigned to me, I will take the help of the distributor and go and ask him to make it. I will not do it. So I'm the manager. Under me, there are 3-4 distributors are there. When the inquiry comes, I'll ask them to, I'll assign it to the distributor. The distributor will go and do it because I cannot send the product from me to the concerned location. Are you getting my point? So the referral may come directly from the company. You may contact the company directly or it's the agency. Now the point is always I'll increase through agency. Because if I give direct customer is there, if I'm giving you 1 lakh, now agency is also I'm giving 1 lakh. Now nobody will be interested to sell my product. Am I right or not? Now, so what I will do? I will always encourage the people to purchase to my distributors. I'll always encourage the people to purchase from my distributors. Even though I provide support, but I always go through the channel of distributors. I'll always go through the channel of distributors because any technical help I require, these are the people who are going to take care. Right? I want to distribute the work. So this is how leads are getting created. So after leads are getting created, what happened? They're assigned to. First, I'll give the flow. They'll come back to technical implementation. Okay. Then they are assigned to mediums based on the city. They are assigned to the mediums based on the city. They are assigned to the medium based on the city. They are assigned to the medium based on the city. Once they are assigned to the medium based on the city, then what I told? Schedule a appointment. Schedule a appointment. Schedule an appointment. Then schedule an appointment. Then fix an appointment. Schedule a call. Fix an appointment. Interview. Then understand the customer need. Understand the customer need. Then try to provide a solution for his needs. Try to provide a solution for his needs. Now in this process, what we are supposed to do? First, what are you involved? We are involved in creating a custom. Whatever the standard lead page is there, that we have customized. Whatever the standard page is there, that we have customized into VF page. Now the reason is, now when a lead is coming, I don't want to have a standard page. I want to have a custom look and feel as per my requirement. So we have created a custom VF page to override standard lead tab. Whatever the standard lead tab is there, that lead tab is overridden by us. So if you want to override the standard lead tab, what is the procedure you have to follow? You are supposed to go with a standard controller with the extension. You are going with a standard controller with the extension. People who are putting the lightning on this, you can say, to get the better look and feel, the standard functionality was re-implemented in the lightning. So we have designed a lightning page for the lead. Lightning component for the lead creation. You can say we have created a lightning tab for lead creation. Lightning tab for lead creation. If anybody is putting the lightning, so what we have done? We are involved in creation of custom lightning components. Okay, what are the custom lightning components? To design the lead page. Or else you are okay with the classic. You can say we have designed custom Visual Force page to override standard lead tab or standard lead new button. Right. This is what we have done. What is the concept we are using internally? What is the concept we are used internally? What is the concept we are used? Standard controller with the moment you say we have used a standard controller with extension, then you may expect a couple of questions on it. What is a standard controller? What type of questions you can expect here? What is an extension? What is a standard set? How many classes? Right. So, in this case, first you told you have created it. Right. Then created a triggers. Assign the owner of the created a assignment rules, because based on the city you want to assign the owner of the record. When you want to assign the owner of the record based on the city, then generally if you create the record, you are the owner. If I create the record, I am the owner. But you don't want to assign the owner. We don't want to say whoever has created the record is the owner. Based on the business rules, based on the business rules, we want to say, based on the business rules, we want to say who is the owner of the record. So if you want to assign who is the owner of the record, if you want to assign who is the owner of the record, then we are supposed to. If you want to assign who is the owner of the record, we are supposed to define assignment rules. Now let us say, right, what is that assignment rules? Manager, so all the leads which came from Telangana, they are assigned to the Telangana manager. The Telangana manager will assign the leads to the corresponding. Okay, the corresponding member. Now in the Telangana, from Hyderabad we got it, from Warangal we got it. Then assigned to the corresponding team. Now Hyderabad, let's say Warangal and Karimnagar is handled by one agent. right? Now the other things are handled like Bhavangiri and okay, Kamo is handled by another agent. So now the manager will decide to whom to assign. So first it is assigned to the manager. Manager will assign them to the corresponding team member. The team member will follow up. The team member will follow up this. The team member will follow up. Then created the assignment rules. Then we had let us take the next one. Created a triggers. Created a triggers to handle the duplicates. Now, when a lead is created, I want to check are there any duplicate leads available here. When the lead is created, I want to check are there any duplicate leads with the same. If it is available, don't throw error message. Now, what was that format? When it is a duplicate is available, identify when was the duplicate created. Now I created a new, let's say I created a Yashoda Hospital. Now already there is an inquiry from Yashoda Hospital for this. So what should I do? Who is the person who is handling? Who is the person who is handling this? Then send an email to the concerned person. Boss, this inquiry is received twice. Okay, you're not following up. So send an email to the corresponding owner and manager. Now already we received the inquiry. Second time they made an inquiry means our team is not processing it properly. So send a mail to the owner as well as the manager of the owner. Okay, regarding the same. Right. Now, if the age of the lead is more than 30 days, which 30 days back they inquired it. 30 days back they have inquired it. So again, you need to communicate with them from beginning. So duplicate lead is there. There is a 1 year back you made an inquiry. 1 year back you made an inquiry. 1 year back when you made an inquiry, it's a duplicate data. No, you are not active now. So what should I do? Again, I have to update the same existing record and assign to the new user to follow. Now, duplicate is there doesn't mean that you are an existing lead. Now, you made an inquiry 1 year back, but you're not processing it. You didn't well work on. But now again, you made an inquiry, so I should consider as a fresh inquiry. Got my point here? Got my point? So, identify. So, we want to write a trigger to handle these duplicates based on the business tools. So, what have you involved in this? So, here I am trying to take one basic flow. When the lady is created, check duplicate. Check the duplicate. If the duplicate is found, if duplicate record is found, then identify age of the record. If the age is above 90 days, then send a mail to the owner. Mail to the owner and owners. Right. If there is no duplicate found, you can say stuff. Then how are you creating this? How are you creating this? You are achieving this with a trigger operation. You are achieving this with a trigger operation. You are trying to achieve this with a trigger operation. Whenever the new lead is created, check for the duplicate. Based on what? You can say company name, product interested, okay, contact. Basically, the client and the product, what is showing interest. Same person may show interest on multiple products. Same person may show interest on multiple products. So identify that. Identify this. Okay. So lead, check the duplicates. If the duplicate is found, then verify the age of the lead. Verify the age of the lead. When duplicate is found, verify the age of the lead. If the duplicate is found, verify the age of the lead. If duplicate is found, verify the age of the lead. Based on the age, whether we need to recreate or send a mail to the owner, will decide. If there is no duplicate, create a new lead. Create a new lead. Once a lead is created, assignment rules will run. The basic flow you are getting, technically we'll discuss. Okay. But basically, what is the flow? We are getting the leads. What is this company? This company is manufacturing healthcare products. Healthcare, not your powder and makeup kits, diagnostic equipment. Okay, it's manufacturing diagnostic equipment. Okay, machineries for which are useful for the identification. Okay, cancer treatment equipment they are manufacturing. When they are manufacturing the cancer equipment, cancer treatment equipment they are manufacturing. They are selling to the number of people. They are selling to the people. Now here, first they are identifying the leads. They identify the leads. They create the leads. How the leads are getting created? Somebody make an inquiry. Sometimes I may purchase the data. Sometimes I may get the data from referral. Sometimes I will explore the market and I will create. Once the leads are created, then what will happen? Then they are assigned to the corresponding managers. Based on the region, they are assigned to manager. The manager will assign them to team members. Okay, the team members, what they do? They schedule a call with the concerned person, ask for an appointment, and okay, once the appointment is given, they'll talk to them, they interview the customer, then they convert the customer. They understand whether they'll be able to meet up the needs or not. If they're having any requirement, we'll convert them into customer. Now, while doing this, we need to first lead creation page is modified programmatically by using custom page. How did you modify? By using standard controller with extension. Involved in customizing the standard functionalities. Involved in creating a triggers to handle the duplicates. Involved in creating of some assignment rules. Because when the lead is created, owner is decided. Whoever is creating, he is going to be the owner. But I don't want that guy to be the owner. I want my business rules to decide who should be the owner of the record. I want my business rules to decide who should be the owner of the record. Who should be the owner of the record. Then I am creating lead assignment rules. I am getting lead assignment rules. Are you getting my point here? So what you are involved? Involved in creation of trigger. What trigger he wrote? I wrote a before insert trigger. For what purpose he wrote? To check duplicate of the record. So when a lead is created, I want to check are there any duplicate leads with the same name. If duplicate leads are there, then what I want to do? Check the age of the lead. If age is above 90, recreate the lead. Okay. Recreate the lead. If age is less than 90, send the email to the corresponding owner and the owner's manager to process the lead faster. I hope you are good with this. Clear? Clear? Right, boss? Okay. So, fine. Now, what are the other things involved in creating of couple of custom pages? How did you create a couple of custom pages here? Now, here I have created a custom sidebar component. Custom sidebar components. When any agent log in, he find a sidebar component called new items. When you click on the new items, you'll be finding list of new items, list of new reads which are assigned to you. Some data. When I click on this, the list of new leads which are assigned to me. Leads which are assigned to me, they'll be visible here. The leads which are assigned to me, still I have not worked on it, they'll be displayed here, called new items. When I click on the new items, list of new leads which are assigned to me, still I have not scheduled a call, those will be indicated here. List of new leads which are assigned to me, still I have not scheduled a call. List of new leads which are assigned to me, still I have not scheduled a call, then they are in new items. Now, list of leads which are assigned to me, already have scheduled a call, they will be available here with the list of leads. When I click on new items, those new items will be coming here. Are you ready? So, when the business development manager or executive, when they log in on the home page, when they log in on the lead page, left hand side will be finding a new items custom sidebar component. So, how could you create that custom sidebar component? So, what you are involved? Involved in creating custom sidebar components. Involved in creating custom sidebar components. Now, tell me roles and responsibilities what you have done till now. You are involved in creation of pages, involved in customizing the pages, involved in creating a lead assignment rules, involved in creating a custom sidebar components. Involved in creating a custom sidebar components. The moment when you click on the new items, list of new leads which are assigned to me, but they are not in the schedule list, they will be available here. Then I will select one by one lead. When I click on the items, you're finding the list of items here. When I click on this, you're finding the list of items. Then I will select them and say add to call list. So these records are added to call list. So that call list is what? Is a custom object. Call list is what? Is a custom object. It is a custom object. They add to the call list. What is added to the call list? Then I'll fix an appointment. Appointments are nothing but events. We can say tasks, or we can say it's a custom object also. You want to mention the custom object functionality, you can say call list and appointments are custom objects. Call list and appointments are custom objects. So we had a sidebar component. When I click on the sidebar component, we are getting a list of new units which are assigned to me, which are not added to the call list. Then select them, add it to the call list. Select them and add it to the call list. So it is a custom sidebar component which is created. Custom sidebar component which is created, right? So the moment I say this, immediately the questionnaire what we are going to get. What type of questions you are going to get here? What are assignment rules? What are Then again here we are going to have all the set of trigger questions. Because I told it's a trigger question, then you can expect here the questions as what is your workflow? Because the moment you say you implemented this requirement, the people expect you to know the corresponding topic. So what is an automation? Difference between trigger and workflow, difference between trigger and process builder. Some trigger related questions. Then involved in creation of custom sidebar components. See, if you are putting the requirement anywhere Lightning, don't use this. If you say Lightning components are used, don't tell this fifth point. Or else, previously we had a custom sidebar component, and now we are extending to Lightning. Did you work on Lightning? Yes. Previously we had a custom sidebar component which was created. Now we are converting into Lightning component. Okay. After the custom sidebar component, Lightning will come. So you have to tell the requirement. We have created a custom sidebar component. Now we are upgrading to Lightning component. Right. So this one. Call list, appointment, interview. couple of custom objects. Using data loader, how did you assign SMFs? System page. Inserting the data. How did you apply? How did you apply SMF rules? So, when you're inserting database.insert, for the lead, we can also pass assignment rule. DML operation of insert. For the lead, we can also pass assignment rules. Because I'm using the word DML option. What was this? SML. There is a option database.insert records to insert, and I can pass assignment list of assignment rules. Okay, based on the rules, the lead will be assigned to the corresponding. When you are inserting the data using a DML operation and you want the assignment rule to be applied, what is the context we have? So we have a DML option. Remember this point. Okay, because we told as per the requirement, we are involved in the creation of assignment rules, and the same rules should be applied on lead creation. Now, while you are inserting the data using a DML, how can the assignment rules will be applied on this? Because you told on the lead, owner should be decided based on the assignment rules. So we are inserting the data by using the assignment rules. But if you are inserting the data using a DML operation of insert, how would you apply assignment rules? There database.insert, assignment, okay, insert, list of records, DML option. In the DML option, one of the option is assignment rule. By using that, we'll be setting it. Now in the data loader, if you are trying to insert the data, in the data loader on the top will be having an option. What is that option? Assignment rules. Then we need to give the name of the rule. Because you are tooling, you are using assignment rules, they'll ask you, well, you are inserting the data using programmatically, how did you apply assignment rules? Second, while you're uploading the data using a, you told lead data is purchased. If the lead data is purchased, then how did you apply assignment rules? By inserting the data using a data loader. If you're inserting the data using a data loader, how would you assign the assignment rules? When you say settings, there will be a second option will be assignment rules. Write the name of the assignment rule. So remember these 2 points because you are specifying, we have used assignment rules. Then they'll surely ask you these 2 questions. Right? I hope you're good. So let me revise what we have discussed. Boss, we are getting the leads from different sources. Now, who are you? You are a healthcare diagnosis equipment manufacturing company. You are going to manufacture different equipments and machineries required for diagnosing the patients or for the cancer treatment. You are making a lot of products and you are selling these products. So, because you are manufacturing and selling the products, you have some of the people may contact you, or your people may explore the market and approach them, or your company may purchase the data from third party, or your distributor may purchase it and upload it. Right. So it is a referral, market explore, web to lead, purchase the data. Now when the lead is created, then what I want to do? First, when the lead is created, I want to check the duplicates. Are there any duplicate leads already available? If available, what is the age of the lead? Based on the age, I want to say whether I want to send an email to the owner or I want to recreate the lead. Once the lead is created, then assignment rules will run. After assignment rules are running, it will decide who should be the owner of the record. Then the records are assigned to the corresponding manager. Manager will assign them to corresponding team members. When the team member log in, he find the home page, new items and list of leads which are assigned. List of leads which are assigned, which are not in the call list, they will be displayed to me on the sidebar component. Then he is going to click on the new items and see the list of records which are assigned to him. He will add them to the call list. This is the story what we discussed. Am I clear? So what is it? You get the leads from different sources. Once the lead is created, Trigger will find and check the duplicate. Based on the duplicate, it will identify whether I should send an email or should recreate or create the record. Once the record is created, assignment rules will run. They will identify the owner of the record and they will assign to the person. If the employee creates, the assignment rule should run. If the data is purchase data, if the data is web to lead, it's a web to lead, assignment rules will run. If I am the employee, directly I am only creating, then I should be the owner. If data is coming from a data loader, data is coming from a website, data is coming from a purchase, then I should decide who is the owner. If I am the employee, I am creating it, I will be the owner. Right? So here the question is, now here I have a question. Now, when the assignment rule should run, if the lead is created by the employee, lead should be assigned to the employee. If lead is created by any other, like data loader, particular manager will upload the data loader. Purchase data will be uploaded by the concerned person. If it is a purchase data, web to lead, then only assignment rules should run. If it is a purchase data, web to lead, then only assignment rules should run. Otherwise, the assignment rules should not run. Right? So what is it? If the source is so-and-so user, then check for the assignment rules. So when the record is getting inserted by any one of these people, the trigger, then assignment rules should not run. Then how will you implement this? How will you implement? Then custom setting concept we are to use. If user is so-and-so person, don't run. So create a hierarchy custom setting, make it as a true false, create a hierarchy custom setting, make it as a true false, make it as a true false. If the lead source is so-and-so, if the lead source is XYZ, if lead source is so-and-so, don't run the assignment rule. If lead source is not this, run the assignment rule. Now I have to run the assignment rule only if it is not created with the employee. If employee creates, he should be the owner of the record. Okay, we'll come back to the point. Basically, once again, I'm repeating the use case. Now, what is this project basically all about? These people are selling the healthcare products. Healthcare manufacture. Okay, they manufacture the healthcare machineries, diagnosis equipment, and they sell it. So in this project, what we are doing, managing the leads. How are you getting the leads? From different sources like market explore, employer referral, employee creation, agent purchase, or web to lead. Will be getting the leads. Once the leads are created, then rules will run, trigger will run, check for the duplicate. Based on the age, they identify whether to create, recreate, or send an ownership mail or create a new lead. Once the lead is created, based on the assignment rules, the owner will be decided. If the employer has created, he will be the owner. Other than employer has created, like a data loader or external source, then assignment rules will run and they will decide the ownership of the record. Then here we have next point. Once the leads are created, they are assigned to the manager. Manager will assign them to the team member. When the team member log in, on the left hand side they find an option called custom sidebar component, new items. When you click on the new items, list of new leads will be displayed. So when you speak about this, technically they expect you to answer few questions. How did you customize the standard page? Use an extension with the standard controller. You need to know the couple of questions. Create one example. How to override lead tab with the standard controller with extension. Practice one example. The next one, create assignment rules and practice how to create assignment rules. Create one example before insert trigger on lead and check duplicate based on the name or phone number. Okay, write a program to check how to identify the duplicate record based on phone number or email. Then you get the requirement. You have to write the codes. Otherwise, you will not be able to answer it properly. So whatever I gave, you practice one example on this. Then how to create a custom sidebar component, how to add them to all the custom pages. Are you clear? How to add them to all the record sidebar components. So this you are supposed to practice one example, then make the flow of it. So you will be telling, this is the project in which we are starting with the lead. This is what I have done in the lead. What you are involved in writing a trigger, involved in overriding a trigger, overriding a standard tab, involved in creating a sidebar components, involved in creating an assignment rules, involved in creating a custom objects. Now, if you create them, then you can tell confidently. Right? Now, you know how to override a tab, standard control with extension, go and override. You know how to write a before trigger, practice one before trigger on lead to check duplicate names. You know how to create an assignment rule, create one assignment rule on the lead and save it. Then you know how to create a sidebar component, create one sidebar component, add it to all the pages. Then you know what is the flow. If you ask you question, you'll be able to answer. And along with the topic, you are supposed to answer these questions. Because when you tell this is the what I implemented, the people will expect the following questions. Right, boss? Okay. Tomorrow we'll see the continuation of appointments and account creation, what we implemented. This is the first phase of the lead. The first lead is created like this. I worked on the following scenarios. I hope you're good. Right? I hope you're good with this. Can I explain it? Whatever I told. Can you explain whatever I told? Right? But technically, you have to write a code. Practice the basic example test to know what is the syntax. Right? Otherwise, you cannot tell it confidently. Now, the point is, you need to frame the complete story. You need to frame the complete story and you should be able to tell for 15 to 20 minutes continuously what it is. And if they ask you, technically, how did you implement it? This is the concept I used. Okay, why did you use this concept? Question answers are given. Either you are prepared. So, first the flow, then technically what you implemented, technically how they are implemented. In this, what did you write? What did you do? What did you do? First, what is the flow? How the flow is technically implemented? In the technical implementation, where you are involved, what did you write? Out of those technical implementation, what did you write? On those, what did you write? You should have complete knowledge on the topic. Right? Right? So, it is a flow, technical implementation, and what did you do on those topics? Whatever you put as a responsibility on the topic, you should have a scenario and you should have question answers for rated question answers. Then you will be able to answer. Right? Chalo. We will continue tomorrow.